We all love good dialogue in films, but way back with the Greeks, before there was dialogue, there was monologue. These are the top 10 movie monologues of all time. Kicking us off at number 10, we're looking at some of the funniest monologues that ever hit the screen. And that might be Dustin Hoffman's coming out on Tootsie.
I do feel it's time to set the record straight.
Or Brad Pitt's half-baked introduction to the insane asylum from 12 Monkeys.
Electrically operated sexual devices.
Or the hilariously alliterative introduction of V.
Voila!
The homage to the swimsuit area from Team America World Police.
We're dicks!
The opening monologue from Annie Hall
is an old joke.
Or even one of the bajillion hysterical monologues from Dr. Strangelove.
I am as sorry as you are, Dimitri.
But our pick actually goes to the Dalai Lama monologue delivered by the hilariously bizarre Bill Murray and penned by his brother Brian Doyle Murray as well as Douglas Kenney and Harold Ramis.
So I tell them I'm a pro, Jack. And who do you think they give me? The Dalai Lama himself.
Although the monologue is rumored to be pure improv by Murray, it can be found in the earliest drafts of the script, although Mr. Murray did put his own spin on it. The most interesting rumor, however, is that during a visit by the Dalai Lama, Governor Jesse Ventura asked him if he'd ever seen Caddyshack. The Lama said no, but allegedly leaned over to Jesse at the end of their meeting and whispered just one thing: Gunga Galunga.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Next up at number 9, we're looking at voiceover, a not quite universally loved, non-diegetic narration on top of a film most frequently used to bookend a piece.
And God help you if you use voiceover in your work, my friends. God help you.
Of course, that's from Adaptation, which happens to open with one of the best examples of voiceover of all time.
Do I have an original thought in my head? My bald head?
But then again, there's also the beginning of Goodfellas.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Or Trainspotting.
Choose life.
And the end of American Beauty.
It's hard to stay mad when there's so much beauty in the world.
And interspersed in various places throughout Fight Club.
This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time.
But our favorite voiceover of all time has to be the sublime ending read by one of cinema's greatest voices from The Shawshank Redemption.
Get busy living, or get busy dying. That's goddamn right. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
We all know that movie villains love to monologue. They love to gloat, to reveal their master plan, to expose their machinations and taunt the hero.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing!
So coming in at number 8, we're honoring the best of the worst, the top villain monologues out there. And that could have been the Joker's explanation for his scars.
Why so serious?
Daniel Day-Lewis's homage to his favorite frozen drink.
I drink your milkshake.
Threats from Denzel.
King Kong ain't got on me!
Psychoanalysis from Hannibal Lecter.
You look like a robe.
A lesson on fashion from Faye Dunaway.
No wire hangers ever!
Or the trope subversion of Ozymandias.
Do you seriously think I'd explain my masterstroke to you if there were even the slightest possibility you could affect the outcome?
But for our pick, we think this one's gotta be a tie between two of Hollywood's greatest shouters, both yelling at God, both scaring the shit out of audiences everywhere. We're talking about Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in The Devil's Advocate and Cape Fear.
Let me give you a little inside information about God. I am like God, and God like me.
Both blaspheme in their own ways, insulting God and insisting upon their own omnipotence, their own unstoppable power. They're terrifyingly performed, brilliantly written, and impossible to choose between, which is why they both share this slot.
And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? I am as large as God. He is as small as I. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. He cannot above me, nor I beneath him. Me. Worship that? Never.
Next up at number 7, we're looking at all things love, sex, and romance. And as far as monologues go, we've got a lot of choices. There are the ever-popular Confessions of Love, including classics from Jerry Maguire.
I love you.
And of course, When Harry Met Sally.
The thing is, I love you.
There's Felicity Jones's poem from Like Crazy.
Pink slippered, all contained, semi-precious eagerness of it.
There's the wonderful blessing of an interracial marriage by the bride's father in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
The only thing that matters is what they feel.
And the erotic fantasies of Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut.
Do you remember last summer at Cape Cod?
But as far as sexy goes, there's nothing in the world that beats Bibi Andersson's confession of an affair from Ingmar Bergman's Persona.
Den dagen när Karl-Henrik hade åkt in till stan så gick han ner till stranden ensam. Det var så där varmt och skönt, vet du.
Seriously, this monologue is possibly the most erotic sequence ever filmed, yet there isn't even a single frame of suggested nudity.
Det är två pojkar som tittar på oss, att den där flickan. Hon heter Katarina. Ja, låt dem titta då, sa hon. Och vände sig om på rygg.
It's also sad, brutally honest, and deeply confusing, which makes it the perfect kind of deep psychosexual analysis that even Freud would love. Speaking of Freud, or whatever graceful segue from sex to death works for you, now we're going to talk about the serious tearjerkers. So for our number 6, we'd like to honor some of the monologues that make us wonder who's chopping onions. There's Schindler's heartbreaking What If,
I could have gotten off.
Ellen Burstyn's tragic fantasy from Requiem for a Dream,
What have I got, Harry?
and Brando's regrets of a squandered career from On the Waterfront.
I could have been a contender.
When Lou Gehrig finally said goodbye in The Pride of the Yankees, when Jack Nicholson finally talked with his father in 5 Easy Pieces,
I don't know what to say.
when Tom bid farewell to his mother in Grapes of Wrath.
I'll be there.
But our pick for the most sobering of them all is Robin Williams' park bench monologue from Good Will Hunting.
Thought about what you said to me the other day about my painting.
Honest, inspiring, heartbreaking, yet hopeful, Williams' unforgettable speech breaks Damon down, breaks us all down, and speaks to a depth of sorrow that we'll never know. It was a truly brilliant moment from a dearly missed man, and an entry we're proud to have on our list.
I can't learn anything from you. I can't read in some fucking book. Unless you want to talk about you, who you are, then I'm fascinated. I'm in.
If you've turned on the internet lately, you know that there's one kind of monologue people can't get enough of, the inspirational speech. And that inspiration comes in many forms. From a teacher like in Dead Poets Society and Lean On Me,
Will your verse be? We meet our fate together.
or a father like in Pursuit of Happiness.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
From a coach like in Any Given Sunday,
Find out life's this game of inches.
or just a janitor like in Rudy.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
From a Wall Street fat cat,
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
or a sales mentor if you like your inspiration abusive,
You can't close shit. You are shit.
or even a historically challenged fraternity slob.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
But for our number 5, we're handing it to the advice given by a boxing champion to his son from Rocky Balboa.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Of course, sometimes inspiration isn't enough. Sometimes a character's beyond their breaking point and it's time to just throw up their hands and say "F*** it," which quite literally happens in the minister's eulogy from Synecdoche, New York,
Everybody.
and even more so in Ed Norton's mirror tirade from the 25th Hour.
F*** you and this whole city and everyone in it.
The opening letter from Michael Clayton is a different but equally awesome kind of breakdown.
Try to make believe this is not just madness, because this is not just madness.
But our pick for number 4 goes to the volcanic literary and thespian pairing of Paddy Chayefsky and Peter Finch in Network, for Finch's call to action that he's mad as hell and, well, you know the rest.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Counting down to number 3, there's nothing that we love more than a good story told right. And because screenwriters are paid to tell stories, sometimes they find ways to tell stories in their stories, which sounds exactly like what Pimp Your Ride, the movie, would be like. There's Bonacera's story about his daughter from the very beginning of The Godfather.
I went to the police like a good American.
And Anne Hathaway's devastating confession from Rachel getting married.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm an addict.
There's Christopher Walken's ridiculously awesome story of the gold watch from Pulp Fiction.
So he hid it.
The one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
And Radio Raheem's story of love and hate from Do the Right Thing.
Let me tell you the story of right hand, left hand.
Which actually comes almost directly from the much older Night of the Hunter.
Would you like me to tell you the little story of right hand, left hand?
But for our pick, we landed on Quint's story of the USS Indianapolis from Jaws.
You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Chilling, eerie, and absolutely classic, you can thank the uncredited writer Howard Sackler for the idea behind the bomb and the Indianapolis, which was based on the truth, by the way. Closing in at number 2, if there's one kind of speech that saturates movie monologue lists, it's of the military kind. If movies were real life, soldiers would spend more time practicing elocution than sharpshooting. We're talking Gladiator, Braveheart, Lord of the Rings.
Atlas, will you fight? Stand! Men of the West!
The opening of Patton.
No bastard ever won a war by dying for his country.
The napalm morning in Apocalypse Now.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
The President's Address from Independence Day.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
There's the drill sergeant's extended reaming of his new recruits from Full Metal Jacket.
You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and chip down your neck.
And Tom Hanks' brilliant disarming of his troops' tempers from Saving Private Ryan.
What's the pool on me up to right now?
But our slot is filled by a man far more famous for his actions than his words in his first ever all-sound film, none other than Charlie Chaplin from The Great Dictator.
Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed.
And no, we're not talking about the hilarious fake German speech that Chaplin gives as Adenoid Hinkle, where the only actual German words were things like Wiener Schnitzel Blitzkrieg, but the beautiful and inspiring condemnation of fascism made by Schultz at the end.
Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
And finally, at number 1, if there's one setting more known for its extended soliloquies than the battlefield in Hollywood, it's gotta be the courtroom. There's Atticus Finch's defense of Tom Robinson from To Kill a Mockingbird.
All men are created equal.
The murderer's defense of himself from M. A brilliantly stirring filibuster in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
I will not yield.
A few great Pacino yelling moments from And Justice for All and Scent of a Woman.
You're out of order! If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place!
But our absolute favorite court moment of all time goes to the mind-blowing moral ambiguity of Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Here's a brilliant speech from a so-called villain doing something absolutely terrible that somehow seems to make almost too much sense. This was Aaron Sorkin's breakout film adapted from his own stage play, and all the writerly star power that he went on to command clearly shows through here.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
The script is brilliant, Jack Nicholson's performance is pitch perfect, and it's a perfect capstone on an awesome movie, which is why we think it's the best movie monologue of all time. So, what do you think? Do you disagree with one of our choices? Did we leave out one of your favorite monologues? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more Cinefix movie lists.